Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you a Streamlit app I've made to interact with my data living inside Azure SQL database and Fabric Data Warehouse and Lakehouse. Sometimes you might have the need to modify or access your data in an interface that is not from an IDE, and that is where Streamlit comes in. So on the left hand side I have my SQL database. I don't have the table called person, so I want to create that through my Streamlit demo. The demo shows I've created a table and 3 rows. It's now visualized here in my Streamlit app, and I can see it also in my SQL database. On the next page here, I have made a dynamic form. I can control how many input fields I want. Let's just minimize it to 1. I can insert some new data. I have some more input fields. This is dynamically calculated based on these inputs, and I will submit my data. This is the row I submitted, and it's now reflected in my SQL database. Let's see. Correctly shown the last row I just inserted. So in Streamlit, I also have a data editor. A data editor is a simple way to insert, modify, and delete your rows in a table. So let's try that out. D cat 4. Let's modify this one and delete this one and submit. And you just see the changes reflected here. Let's also see it in Azure. Oh, that is the other table. And it's correctly visualized. So let's try and see it in Fabric. Let's log in. And this is the table addresses from my data warehouse, one of my data warehouses in Fabric. Then I have a data editor connected to my data warehouse. I don't even know if this table still exists. Let's see. It does exist, so I don't have to recreate the demo table. And in here, you can do the same. Product D cat 4. Let's change this one to CC 33 and delete this row. Let's just before we submit it, see how it looks like in Fabric. So this is my Lakehouse. This is my data warehouse. So currently I have these 3 rows, or these 3 rows. Let's submit my data. This is the inserted row and the modified one, and yeah, ID2 has been deleted. Let's run the query again, and that looks correct. Then for the Lakehouse, it's a bit more dirty. I probably wouldn't recommend it in a production scenario, but nevertheless, it does the trick. It can modify your delta table in a Lakehouse. So again, delta d. Let's change this one and delete this one using the delete key. Submit. And you'll now see the changes reflected in the table. Let's see it in the data warehouse. This is what we had before. And this is now what we have. For the last page, I made a simple user interface where you could connect to any warehouse or lakehouse that you have access to and query the table. So for here, for example, I'm connected to my warehouse. Let's say I want to connect to the customer table. DBO customer press enter, and then you see the customer table. So that is all I have for today. I hope this was useful. The code will be uploaded to my GitHub page, where you can study the code and perhaps replicate your own user interface for your SQL or Fabric data. I hope this was useful, and I wish you a good day.